Hello Pisces, welcome to GRAYCI'S Gamut. Today I will be doing a financial reading for you involving your money. This is a general reading, not a personal, so take what's for you. Make sure you take only what feels like it relates to you. Not that some of it might not come true anyway, because that has happened to me as well. Stick around long enough to figure it out, though, to know the difference. Take this energy from the time you see the reading to a few weeks out. Getting kind of tongue-tied here. I'm going to pull a Wisdom of the Oracle to start you off. See where you're at. Maybe what I want to say what you need to focus on at this time. Somebody's afraid of something. Somebody's I feel like a big decision needs to be made, and you're not quite sure what you want to do. This could be talking to you, if that is you. Did something turn over here? No, I thought something turned over. All right, Pisces. What is Pisces afraid of? What is Pisces? It feels like something that you're responsible for. Something that you have to. It's the Fates in the reverse. That's a protection message. Let me see. I feel like there's another. There we go. Enchanting, or should I say exchanging gifts in the reverse as well. So 2 protection messages. Okay. The Fates, something has fallen on your shoulders that it's you. It's your destiny to change the course of something. It could have to do with someone else's life as well. I feel like someone is maybe if you have a company of some sort, if you have something that you've started with someone else, feeling like they are hindering, it feels like maybe somebody hindering your progress, so you have to eliminate them. It's a big decision to make. I feel like they have been with you from the start, right? This could be a childhood friend that you've come up with, and you guys don't have the same idea of what a good life is, and maybe you're gonna distance yourself, and you're feeling kind of like this may be someone that you talk to a lot. I know this isn't a relationship reading, but I feel like this is affected. It's something to do with work. It's something to do with a business of some sort. It has to do with maybe something because it was your friend, right? It was your great friend. You decided, or it could be a family member as well. It feels like somebody close, somebody you've always known. They may be doing things that aren't good for the business. We'll put it like that. They may be acting in a certain way. They may have begun to have a drug addiction for some of you. I wouldn't doubt if the devil comes out here within your read, because it feels like dealing with someone that has addiction problems, or this could be about spending the money. Maybe someone, instead of buying the things that are needed to replenish so that you can keep the business going, right? Or keep this momentum up, they're spending on themselves, or they're spending on frivolous things that don't I suddenly felt like there with this energy is a couple kind of energy. This may be about your household. This may not be a business or anything like that at all. It may be dealing with someone who is in it. I'm looking at the exchanging gifts in the reverse here. I feel like someone is spending outrageous money, or I feel like one big purchase, and they thought it was going to impress you. They thought it was going to make you happy, and in reality, they spent money that you helped save for something else. You helped save for a rainy day, possibly. You helped save for buying a house, and they took that money and they thought it was okay to do it on their own and not. Wow. Okay. I'm gonna read these messages. I feel like someone bought something without your knowledge or without your consent, out of money that you helped build. That's what it feels like. I keep drawing a blank. It's like if somebody doesn't know what to do about the situation at this point. I think the money's already gone. So you're like, do I just enjoy whatever it is they bought? Or the place where we're at this point? Do I forgive and forget? Will this happen again? Wow. Okay, the Fates. Essential meanings. Fate, karma, acceptance that there are things you cannot change, and knowing what those things are. Your protection message. It is difficult to understand why painful things happen to good people. Fate is a mystery, after all, yet what we do with our circumstances, the way in which we respond to life's challenges, is how we rise up to greet our destiny. Now is one of those times to be aware of your powerlessness to change certain situations and surrender to acceptance. Hang in there, life will only get better. Act as if you believe that, for the only thing you can control right now is your attitude. When you align with the fates, being mindful of what you can and cannot change, serenity will come to you. All right. It could be about not being able to change a person. Not letting, possibly, they may be mad about it or whatever, but maybe you need to cut them off. Somebody may have a joint bank account if you are a couple, or if it is about a business, and the other person that is, I feel like they're not spending on what needs to be spent to keep the business going, and they don't understand that. They just want to, oh, this, I went and I hope you don't mind, but I ordered these lights to go across the top of such and such, right? Or this mannequin or whatever the heck it is. It feels like they're spending on frivolous things, and you didn't need that. You needed to pay the light bill for the frickin' store, right? Or you needed to you had that money. I just feel like you had that money set aside for something else, and they didn't confer with you about spending. It feels like a big chunk. Just so you're aware. So if this hasn't happened with you yet, be mindful. If you feel like you're in a situation where you might have to worry about somebody, be mindful, because this may come into play here. Okay, exchanging gifts, essential meanings. The law of giving and receiving, currency, trade-offs, weighing costs, and determining value. Protection message. Be careful what you pray for, because you just might get it, and then realize you don't want to face the hefty price tag that comes with it. You may find yourself in a situation you've always desired, but know you will have to walk away from or even fail at it because you can't or won't pay the dues it asks of you. If you want to be a famous musician, you have to practice your craft every day. If you want to be a millionaire, you have to be responsible for managing the money. Wow. It's funny that, and it says, and paying the taxes. So taxes might be involved in this. Maybe you were accumulating money. You had money set aside in the business account for the tax paying end of everything, to make sure that you could, if you own the property that it's sitting on, if you do it from your house, this may be money you set aside for that. And someone who has their hands in the money, who can make decisions financially, you may need to get them off of that bank account, because it feels like you need to take control of this. You need to, this may, like I said, I go back to this being a couple as well. And maybe your spouse or your significant other, whatever the case may be, I feel like they are able to use that bank card. It could be in your name, but they know all the codes, right? They know that. I feel like you needing to put your foot down and taking control of this, right? Taking control before you end up in poverty or lose your house or whatever. Okay. Let's finish here. Even a windfall bears a cost. It's okay though, because Spirit will help you achieve balance over time. Another message here reminds you that being only the giver and not the receiver plays out in many relationships in your life where you find yourself in victim mode, in a codependent dynamic, or holding on to a false sense of control. Others may push you to continue to prove yourself. The time has come to distance yourself from this kind of imbalance. Being aware of the need for both give and take is the first step to your true destiny. It's all good and getting better. Not only can you handle this, but you can flourish as a result of it. Yeah, I feel like needing to take control of a situation, taking the control from someone else's hands because they're not using their power properly. That's what this feels like. All right, let's get into the body of your read here, Pisces. This may just have to do with the household bills. As simple as that. This is telling you that you have to take the control of the situation. You have to take the control back of the money. Because, you may end up in a poverty situation if you let them just keep doing what they're doing. And it's funny because it feels like they don't mean harm. They just... they think that they're doing something good towards you, the house, but in reality they're taking away from money that needs to be set aside, right? You have World. This is about change, the World card. It's about big changes. I really feel like taking over a situation so that you can still, so that you can prosper. You have the Four of Cups. This may have been how you were. You focused on focusing on some things and not paying attention to what to where the money was actually going. I feel like at some point now see, he's got his arms crossed. You've gotten angry. You've gotten angry about all this negative, how where this was going. And at first you were thinking it was something good, right? At first you did, but now that there's some negative comebacks from it, I feel like you have the control. You can have the control. You're ignoring that fact. You're like, stop dealing with it. I feel like stop dealing with it. Cut them off. Stop dealing with it. You have the Two of Cups. This is definitely, and it's funny because you have the Two of Cups and you have the Six of Swords here together, which is a card of movement, moving away from a situation. And it feels like this pairing up of some sort, whether it be a business partner, whether it be your love partner. I feel like it's a connection here. This was offered. This is I know it's in the upright, but I almost feel like this is something this is who you're dealing with, is whoever. Somebody may have started off a business or something with a person, and then it became a love relationship, and that may be where the failure started to set in, or the negativity, because I keep feeling like somebody's trying to shower you with gifts, trying to do things for you, so that it's not that they mean harm. It's that they. But you have to put your foot down. You have the Six of Swords here, moving in a new direction, moving in a better direction. I feel like your frame of mind. I feel like also I want to say I'm kind of feeling like with this Four of Cups, this opportunity. Or what you're thinking needs to get done. Maybe you're in a position where you don't know what needs to be done. But I feel like this is maybe you moving funds to another, or having whatever deposits or whatever going to a different account. That's what it feels like. It may have sent you in a bad direction here because of letting someone else have access. I do feel like a change coming, and it's positive moving forward here. You have the Seven of Cups in the reverse. Not letting them have options. I feel like this is them. Here they are buying, and I feel like it's in the reverse, because this is saying in order to move to a better, more prosperous direction with this, you have to cut them off. You have to relieve them of their buying power here. You have the Page of Cups in the reverse. I feel like, once again, this is a message. This is maybe the reality of the situation, and coming clear that it has to do with emotions. Being very emotional about it, and I mean, not just about what happens or what's spent or where the money's gone, but being emotional with that person, having strong ties with them. It's in the reverse. I don't feel like you have to necessarily cut them completely off. They may be angry. They may be angry about it and say they don't want anything more to do with it, but they will return, I feel. Here, I feel like they will come back around here, and it won't. You won't be in such a position to, to have to worry about. It may be anxious, and it's just something that has to happen. I'm looking at the fates. It's fated. You can't control that, so you can't control what already happened. Things happened. You work with it, you deal with it. If you have to cut somebody off, you do. Because otherwise, you don't want everything you've worked for going down the drain. Whether it be your house or whatever. I feel like somebody's husband bought a car. Somebody's husband bought a car, and they're not backing down that it was okay to do this behind your back. Feels like classic, maybe. It may be something they always wanted, and they felt you guys had enough money to do whatever, but they took from an account. They took from the account, and you already had this. You may be someone who tries to budget, and you didn't expect them to do something like this. All right, let's pull some cards for clarity here. Oh, let me go back to this, huh? I flipped it and never told you. Five of Cups in the reverse. Absent-minded. It's overshadowing the read. This feels like, the Five of Cups in the upright is about crying over spilt milk, right? Worrying about all of this stuff, but there is another way to go about it. There is a more, something that will make everybody happy. You got to figure out what it is. I feel like it's in the reverse because you're going to stop this mentality like you can't have some kind of control in the situation, because you do. You're able to. You got to do certain things. I know some of you, I want to say, may not have the control with the money. Maybe you don't. I feel like for somebody, you don't work. There's a possibility that you don't work, but what you do at home and how you dress the home, or the things that you want in life, maybe you try to prepare for a better life later on. And but this person thinks, I do all the work, I should be able to spend the money the way I want. That's a tough situation there. All right, Pisces, let's get into the body of this here. Let's get some clarity on it. We have the Eight of Cups. There's a possibility of having to walk away from this person entirely, or walking away from the situation. It's going to be totally up to you. But I feel like this card is about walking away from things that no longer serve you, right? This could be about the way for some of you, maybe you control the money. Maybe you want to control the money. Maybe you are the one on the other end and your person is telling you, we can't spend like that. I didn't even at first feel like that, but this could be you needing to let go of your control of money if you aren't good at spending it, if you're not good at accumulating it or saving it. We have the Seven of Cups here popping out again, but this time in the upright. This is totally up to you. It's totally up to you. You can leave it like it is and keep going in the direction you're going in, but I do feel like you stepping away from whatever this is. You fixing it. You finding a way to I suddenly felt like I'm looking at this Two of Cups, and it feels like a couple energy. This is someone you connected with. You put your bank accounts together, what have you. It's love, whatever. But leaving away from that situation. The best thing for you is to go, possibly. A choice you didn't want to make. The possibility of someone not this is who they are. It's the way they are. And in order to, or this is also could be you going to get a job if you haven't been working, and this person is trying to control everything and it's not going so well financially. So because they're like, I make the money, I'm spending it the way I want. This is you possibly going out and getting back on the career track if you haven't been, walking away from this. This is the way to fix this problem. You don't have to you can't change what has happened thus far. You can't change this person, how they are. So you need to go out and make your own money if you want things to change, right? Choices. Having choices. You can walk away from this. You can walk not so much away from the entire situation, but you can do things to change what is going on here. Be careful what your choice is. I just feel like choosing to stay within a situation will, in the future, not be beneficial. Okay? Let me see. You got a lot of cards of moving away and of changes. You have the World. You have the Six of Swords. You have the Eight of Cups here. Seven of Swords, the Emperor, and the Five of Pentacles in the reverse. When they pop out like this together, it feels like it tells a story. It's a storyline, right? And this is to clarify this. Whoever I am talking to here, Seven of Swords, I feel like this is the person you're dealing with. They're taking from you. They're taking, like I say, spending frivolously, spending on the wrong things. devoting their time to the wrong things, and it's not going towards, it's not, it's almost like stealing. You feel like almost stealing because you are, you've put your efforts into this as well. You have the Emperor. I feel like this may be you. This is the way you are the one that's able to control the business, whether it be a house, a real business, or whatever. It feels like you have your head on straight and you know what it takes. I feel like you've let them go willy-nilly with some stuff, right? And it's gone too far. And then you have the Five of Pentacles in the reverse here. Especially on this card, you have a cold, lifeless place where your money's at, right? Cold, this is like gone. It's gone. It's in the nethers. You got to just accept what happened. The money's gone. Somebody spent some money. Somebody took it upon themselves to this may literally have to do with someone stealing from you. Somebody thought, you make, you have money and I'm taking what they've got. With this Seven of Swords, it's about, it could be about, they put you in a bad position though, I feel. With this Five of Pentacles in the reverse, you're not going to stay in that spot. You can't change what happened. But you can move away from the energy. You can move away from this person or whatever. Because I feel like it's not going to stay that way with it in the reverse. This cold time, this leaner time. All right. I'm going to pull some cards on any other possible energy besides this. Let's step away from this energy. Someone needs to know something. And there's the frickin' devil. There's the devil. Didn't I say it? Yeah. This could be about an addiction, so be mindful of that. If someone is spending money and you can't really figure out where it's at or whatever. I feel like there's a possibility of addiction for someone here. Could be addiction to shop. Maybe they can't help themselves. Spending on frivolous stuff. Just be aware of that, and you can't control what has already happened. I feel like for someone here, you may have realized a little too late that someone has an addiction to spending money, and wow, and there could be maybe you let them control. That may be where you need to take control back. I feel like somebody has been spending out of account that they had access to, maybe online shopping, addicted to that. Could be about drugs or alcohol as well. I don't think the alcohol end of it. It feels more like, if it is, it's a drug issue, possibly. But I just feel like, I'm going to put this here. Because I kind of almost feel like someone is dealing with a family member or something that's constantly got their hand out. See how his hand's outreached? Because they have addiction issues, and it's taking its toll on your money. It's taking you've been, like the card said, codependent, letting somebody be codependent on you, and this may be you cutting them off, you taking the control, because they're not only effing up their future, they're taking you down with them. The ship is going to go down with them if you don't change the course. That's what this feels like. Okay, anything else here? You have the King of Swords in the reverse. It feels like with this King of Swords, this is kind of, I feel like it's a little bit separate here from what's going on. The King of Swords is, he surrounds his, he has himself surrounded here with, not just nature. I wanted to say nature, but I feel like, it's, throwing caution to the wind, I want to say. He's, It's in the reverse because I feel like this is the possibility that you need to stop being this way. Feeling like you can trust everything around you. Like uh, any one of these birds could be birds of, they're birds of prey. They don't necessarily scavenge. I just feel like picking the bones. And I feel like you've been letting this happen. You've been kept yourself surrounded by um, uh, uneasy energy, energy that you can't control. It's in the reverse. I feel like for whoever you are or whatever your situation, I feel like this is you needing to and the King of Swords, the swords are about communication. I feel like cutting someone off, definitely needing to, or ending a situation, stop talking. I feel like not talking. Anything else here for Pisces at this time? No, that's it. Nothing else to say. I want to look at this again. I feel like I need to look a little closer. I feel like also you may need to just do something and not talk to the person about it. Otherwise they get a say, right? And in order to make the change that you need to salvage whatever has went on, you can't, like I say, you can't control what has happened. You can't control certain people or certain situations. But I feel like the best way to go about it is to not tell them what you're planning on doing. Because otherwise they can fight against it. You're going to deal with arguments. Just do it. If you got to argue after the fact that you took control of the situation. That way you don't have to it's just, they can be upset about it afterwards. But needing to do something without telling them. That's what it feels like. Okay, I'm going to pull Queen of the Moon Oracle to close the read for you here, Pisces. I'm not going to read from the book on this. I'm just going to tell you what I feel about what comes out. What else does Pisces need to know before I close the read? We have 3 cards here. We have boundaries. There we go. Needing to put boundaries on someone in your life. Surrender. Letting go of those things that you can't change. And stop fighting about it. I feel like someone keeps bringing up whatever has already occurred. Just take control of the situation. And all it does is take your energy. It zaps your energy fighting about it. Let go of it. And then you have patience. You're going to have patience with this person after they're going to lash out. They're going to but this is the future. You got the whole open sky here. Red nail polish. I don't know. Something about red nail polish. If you are wearing red nail polish possibly, or your person is that you're dealing with, this is definitely speaking of you, okay? But I feel like having patience with someone to get to, you're going to have to not have patience and let them do what they do. But you can control your own place. Let them do whatever. Eventually they will come back in here and want this change and accept the change and understand why you had to do that. All right, Pisces, that's it for this read. Please like, share, subscribe. Join my community here if you want to. Have a great week. I'll see you next video.